False nostalgia and veterans. Nostalgia is often thought of as a warm, comforting emotion. It helps people feel connected to their identity and past. However, nostalgia can also become false, where memories are idealized and not entirely accurate. According to Norberg, false nostalgia occurs when people remember the past better than it actually was, forgetting or suppressing the negative parts. This distortion can affect how people make decisions and perceive history, especially among populations like veterans. Veterans are especially likely to experience powerful nostalgia due to the unique and powerful nature of their service. They often keep mementos from their time in the military, things like uniforms, medals, letters, and photos. These items can validate their identity and remind them of their deep connection and pride. But they can also trigger intense emotions and bring back distorted or incomplete memories that impact emotional health. False nostalgia is when someone remembers the past in a way that is emotionally satisfying but not entirely accurate. This form of nostalgia filters out the bad, leaving only the good, which can be helpful but also potentially hurtful in the long term. According to Norberg, this affects more than just personal memory. It can alter political beliefs and shape how we write and remember history. Veterans may remember honor and brotherhood, but forget the violence, danger, and fear that they endured in their service. Nostalgia activates the brain's reward system, increasing dopamine and creating a comforting feeling. Psychology today explains that nostalgia improves mood and enhances self-esteem. However, too much nostalgia can cause people to disengage from the present. For veterans, this can mean feeling stuck in their service of years and struggling to adapt to post-military life. Media plays a large role in shaping nostalgia. War films, books, and documentaries often romanticize the military experience. Veterans may compare their own memories to these portrayals and begin to rethink the past through a cinematic lens. This comparison can create false nostalgia and interfere with their ability to process trauma or move back into civilian life. These idolized images don't reflect the complexity of real wartime experiences. False nostalgia can have serious emotional consequences. Veterans may miss the structure, community, and the purpose that the military gave them. Returning to civilian life may feel chaotic or meaningless in comparison. The Yale School of Medicine talks about how nostalgia used to be called nostalgia, but is now recognized as PTSD. Veterans may feel comforted by mementos, but also overwhelmed by flashbacks or vivid memories that come with age. One promising solution is nostalgia therapy. This approach helps veterans revisit the past through a structured lens, emphasizing positive memories while acknowledging the negative. According to the National World War II Museum, they have seen success in using historical artifacts in storytelling and therapeutic sessions. Nostalgia therapy can provide comfort without leading veterans to overly idolize the past. Another solution is building community support and identity in the present. Programs that connect veterans with job training, social groups, or service opportunities help them form new sources of meaning. This can ease the transition to civilian life. Veterans need to know that while their past matters, their future can also be fulfilling and purposeful. Our solutions have limitations. Not every veteran will want to participate in nostalgia therapy, and revisiting the past can be emotionally risky. Programs must be fit to individuals' emotional readiness and cultural background. These limitations emphasize the need for flexible, personalized support systems that allow veterans to move at their own pace. Media and education systems have a role in managing false nostalgia. Accurate and honest portrayals of the military life are crucial for helping both veterans and civilians form realistic expectations. When people understand the full picture, the pride, and the pain, it supports a healthier and more grounded kind of nostalgia. Overall, nostalgia is a strong but complex emotion. Veterans, more than most, experience both the good and bad sides of it. When nostalgia becomes false or distorted, it can twist their memories and slow down healing. However, through nostalgia therapy, community support, and proper education, we can help veterans accept their past without letting it hold them back from living in the present or planning for their future.
What evidence did you gather that you didn't include, and why did you choose not to include it?
During my research, I came across the meaningful insights on the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs website and the Library of Congress Veterans History Project, where veterans shared personal stories about how items like letters, pictures, and uniforms helped them reflect on their service. These first-hand accounts were moving and showed how nostalgia could support emotional healing. However, I chose not to include this because in the final presentation, because they were more narrative-based when I wanted more real information, and didn't offer data or analysis so I could easily connect to my argument. While I didn't cite them directly, they helped me understand the emotional side of nostalgia and influenced how I shaped my solution.
Okay, thank you. What additional questions emerged from your research, and why are they important?
Could you repeat that one more time?
Sure. What additional questions emerged from your research, and why are these questions important?
I think I thought about how there's positive and negative sides of nostalgia, that just kind of confused me to begin with. So I guess additional questions with mine would be how do we get all veterans through this kind of therapy, because a lot of them do experience PTSD and all that kind of thing. But I think just learning more about how we would get them into these services and support would be possible.